After living outside of the US for almost 5 years now, I no longer look at countries the same way I did in the beginning. I pay attention to the parts of life people usually find out the hard way, like how to move abroad, how to access your money, and what the system looks like when you need to get something important. That's what this video is about. A big part of that for me is flight access. Are there direct flights to the US if I need to get back? Are prices reasonable, or am I looking at three connections and a drained bank account? How accessible is the rest of the world? Or can I travel to other countries affordably, or am I limited and it's very expensive? I don't want travel to feel like a logistical obstacle. Once I'm there, how I move around is just as important to me. If I don't feel like driving, do I have realistic options? Can I move around easily, or do I have to depend on one app and one fragile system? How much will I spend on getting around in 1 month? If I can't move around easily, then that changes how I experience the whole country. Over time, I realized I was using the same framework every time I evaluated a place. That framework is what the Expat Starter Bundle is built around. Beyond movement and flights, I look at what regular life would actually be like, not the tourist version of it. Are there affordable activities? Can we do normal things without it costing a premium? Are there parks, libraries, and public spaces that don't cost anything? If we can't enjoy regular life without stretching the budget, then that affects our day-to-day experience. Lifestyle matters, but so do the systems behind it. I've never received mail abroad because it's usually more trouble than it's worth. If my bank sends me a new debit card, what happens once it gets here? Is the process predictable, or does it change every time? Will it clear customs easily, or will I have to take extra steps and pay extra fees? If something this basic is inconsistent, then that tells me what it's going to be like in that country long term. Money access is another layer of stability. Business affects everything. So I look at how accessible and stable the system really is. Am I being charged excessive international fees every time I swipe or use the ATM? Are transactions being processed consistently, or are they being flagged and blocked? What happens if something goes wrong? How quickly can I access my money? If I'm always having to do a workaround to access my money, that tells me that the infrastructure is not strong enough. Legal systems are part of the structure too. I also look at how foreign documents are recognized. Is the country a part of the Apostille Convention? And if not, what does the legalization process require? How long does it take for US documents to be accepted? And is the process straightforward, or does it require multiple layers of approval? If basic documents require a lot of contemplation and it is a complicated process just for them to be recognized, then that changes how I evaluate and look at that country. When I step back and look at all of it, I'm not just choosing a place to live. I'm assessing whether the system can support real life over time. Flights, transportation, everyday costs, mail, banking, and legal structure are all a part of stability. That's the lens I look through now. If you want to see what daily life looks like through that lens, you can watch the next video. And if you're planning on moving abroad, you can click the link in the description below for the Expat Starter Bundle so you can get a structured system all in one place. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.